In the day's other news, the United States formally imposed 10% tariffs on $200 billion worth of imported Chinese goods. Beijing accused the U.S. of trade bullyism and imposed levies of 5 to 10% on $60 billion worth of American goods imported to China. In addition, the Wall Street Journal reported that China rejected overtures for a new round of trade talks. Russia says it will supply Syria with an advanced air defense missile system. Today's announcement came a week after Syrian gunners accidentally shot down a Russian plane they had been aiming at Israeli warplanes. The United States warned the new Russian missiles will only worsen a volatile situation. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo spoke at the United Nations.
We're trying to find every place we can where there's common ground, where we can work with the Russians. We're finding lots of places where they're working against American interests, and we will hold them accountable for so doing.
Moscow said it is going ahead with the missile transfer. Regardless, the Russian defense minister said it is aimed at preventing, quote, impulsive actions in Syria. In southwestern Iran, thousands turned out today at a mass funeral for the 25 victims of an attack on a military parade. Mourners filled the streets of Awaz, chanting "Death to America." The dead included a dozen members of the country's elite Revolutionary Guard. Arab separatists claim that they carried out Saturday's attack. The heavy rains that Hurricane Florence dumped on the Carolinas brought new flooding today. River levels kept rising through the weekend, and thousands of people in Georgetown County, South Carolina, were told to be ready to leave.
You need to prepare to leave if you live in these areas. Seek refuge in areas outside of the flood zones, if you will, and we highly encourage them to take this action sooner rather than later.
There was some good news in North Carolina. The governor announced that Interstate 40 has now reopened all the way to hard-hit Wilmington. On Wall Street, the tariff battle with China weighed on stocks. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 181 points to close at 26,562. The Nasdaq rose 6 points, but the S&P 500 slipped 10. And from now on, it is okay to use the word okay in Scrabble. Merriam-Webster released an updated Scrabble Players Dictionary today, adding 300 words to the list of approved words. In addition to okay, they include you and emoji. Is that a relief? Still to come on the NewsHour, President Trump meets with the South Korean president at the UN. A Chicago police officer faces murder charges in the death of a teen. We take an inside look at a key election in Minnesota and much more.